What is going on? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back and it's time for my annual Lucky Snake walkthrough from the Atlantic City Boardwalk. This is a time-honored tradition on my channel. I believe this is the 4th year that I am doing a walkthrough of this arcade that's on the boardwalk, located in between the Hard Rock and Ocean, down on the other end of the boardwalk. And I'm going to stop it here and there and give you my thoughts, because over 4 years, I've noticed a trend with this place. So sit back for 10 minutes. Let's talk. Let's relax. And let's see what this place has got to offer and what it's turned into. So here we are. We're just chilling. This is the Ocean side, Ocean Casino side. Beautiful day. My wife and I went down on a weekday, kind of empty. Here's the hours of Lucky Snake. And the first thing you do when you walk in here, there are just tons and tons and tons of this type of stuff. Over the last 4 years, they've gravitated to these claw machines and the coin pushers. So, I mean, this is a complete scam. You're not going to get this monster prize. And look, there's just tons of this. And this is as soon as you walk into the place now. It's pretty much this type of activity. And right behind this stuff, you know, oh yeah, this is the biggest scam. Cut the wind. Cut the wind. Like anyone's going to win a Louis Vuitton. But there's the kids running around, getting suckered by it. After this, there's a ton of the coin pushers. Here's a little view here of how big this place is. It's massive, massive. And here are the card collectors, which seems to be very popular with the kids these days. You know, over the last 4 years, this type of stuff in this arcade has kind of taken over from what the arcades... When this place first opened, go back and look at my first tour video, and you'll see that they had a whole row of classic arcades. But as time went on and these things got beat to hell, they realized they couldn't maintenance them. So I can't find them. They're gone. All the classic arcades are gone, and you get this stuff here. So this is all in the front part of the arcade. And so I kind of work my way back. So I get this out of the way first. I'm not going to lie, though. Some of this looks really fun. This one looks amazing. The Batman, look, it's the 80s Batman that I grew up with. Look at that. I would love to sit and just drop coins and get some cards, but I'm not going to get addicted to this. I can probably put 50 bucks through this thing. The last thing I need is putting 50 bucks through a coin pusher just to get a rare coin drop. So, but it is very cool. Love the graphics on this stuff. The kids seem to like it too. So, good for them. And so after all the coin pushers, I kind of structured the video where we'll see all the video games, and then we'll see some pinball at the end. So they got skee ball. Skee ball's always a tradition. You got your digital lane masters here. Very cool. Not many people playing the bowling. And then, of course, you have to have your cranes. I believe they had 30... Look at this. Look at this shot. They're all cranes. Look at them all. Can you imagine? Oh, my God. And then here's the middle where you can get your coin redemptions for all your ticket prizes. They have a little booth in the middle here. They used to have it up in the front, but now it's in the middle. And here we go. So here's all the type of big video games they have. The Halo... I mean, these things are so cool. Could you imagine having one of these in your house? Look how big it is. So this is Halo Fireteam Raven. And then I found the Centipede Chaos. I've never played this one before. So I kind of just, I was happy to play this and take a look at it. But, you know, all of these I think this is Raw Thrills. Maybe it's not. But these things aren't designed for skill. They're designed for time, as in we're going to take your quarter as quickly as we can from your pocket. And so these things just aren't fun. You know, there's a Space Invaders one as well, I believe I show next. And it's the same garbage. Like, you have no chance at it. Here's the TMNT Nickelodeon Turtle beat 'em up. This one was pretty cool. I played it. You have your 4 players here. Not too bad. I think this is an older one. I think they had this on my last walkthrough too. I can't be sure. And then, yeah, so here's the Pac-Man and the Space Invaders. You aren't going to last more than a board on that Space Invaders. It is just designed to just destroy you. The Pac-Man's pretty cool because it has 2-player co-op. And then, you know, these racing games are so fun and so famous here at the Lucky Snake. They have tons of them. So here's Mario Kart. They got Cruising. They got Batman. They have all the. They have Fast and the Furious. They have them all. They have them all, which is very cool to see. My wife and I like racing on these, especially the karts and the Cruisins. We really like Cruisins. And so here's one I didn't actually play: Ultramoto VR. So you put your a headset on as you play. I mean, I can imagine people throwing up as soon as they put this on. VR is not conducive to fast motion, especially if you're not used to it. And then here's a cool Luigi's Mansion arcade. Really cool. Look at the controllers. They're like vacuums. So I didn't play this, but it looked really fun. And I'm not sure this was here on my last walkthrough in 2024. So this is definitely new this year. Godzilla Kaiju Wars VR. I mean, look at that. Raw Thrills just goes nuts with these big simulator arcade type games. It's absolutely nuts. Look at that. And then here's another one, King Kong Skull Island VR. So you have to put these glasses on or the headset on. I'm sure that's sanitary. I'm sure they clean this after every COVID what. But this looks pretty cool too. And then this is, they've had this for a while, the Sega Deadstone Pete. And as you see, completely demolished. You know, they really haven't kept this arcade up over the last 4 years. And here's a Battle Pod, which quite honestly was in good working condition. I was surprised given the state of this arcade on how cool this Battle Pod was. And Nitro Trucks, another awesome fun game. Pretty well kept on this one as well. Must be newer because a lot of the older stuff is just destroyed at this point. Keep in mind this place has a water park, a racetrack, which I'll show you in a minute, and so much room. This is an Aliens Armageddon. You know, this showboat was on the ground. This is the old showboat. So this is an old casino that they renovated, and 4 years I believe they made it. So I didn't think they would be able to last because of how much money you need to pump through this place. But between the water park and the go-karts and these games and maybe kids having parties here, they've been able to last 4 years. This is one of your more expensive places too, obviously because it's on the boardwalk. It's basically a tourist trap. But if your kid comes here, he wants to play. So you're going to have to dip into your pocket, get a Lucky Snake card, and just kind of let them go at it. And here comes your Big Buck Reloaded. This one looked pretty good. I played it. It's pretty fun. I've played this at other arcades too. I enjoy these Big Buck Hunters. This one was in okay condition. The graphic up on top was a little scuffed up, but the gameplay was fine. And then I've never played Asphalt 9. I have no idea what this is, but the cockpits are just amazing on this. How do you not want to like play that if you see that in an arcade? It practically calls your name. And then if you like piano keys, I'm not sure any kid's gonna walk in and want to say, hey, I want to play some piano keys. But it's here. If your kid's a piano player, the next Elton John, Bruce Hornsby, here you go. And then this was pretty interesting. This was a Tomb Raider projection game, but it was so dark you couldn't see it. And the guns were really cool, but you couldn't play it. It was just weird. I really don't understand it. I couldn't see. So I don't know if it had to be dialed in or the screen was scuffed. I don't know. And then here's the race car that I was talking about. They have go-karts here. And then I'll show you the track next. Big track that you can play. This is hella expensive. But look at the track you get the race on. Nobody was racing this day. It was a pretty light day when my wife and I went. We went during the weekday. We went to the Hard Rock and the Oceans Casino. We took a G with us down there to kick ass. And guess what? We walked home with a G. Even is winning if you're a casino player. And now here's what y'all came for. I made you wait for it last. Here are the pinballs. Now, these pinballs have been scattered all over the place. A couple years ago, they had a dedicated room for them, which was much better. And the dedicated room had these pinballs and arcades, but they got rid of the arcades, and now these pinballs are kind of scattered all over the place. And what I've noticed is through the years, they've just gotten destroyed and beat up. Some of them are okay, but the glass needs to be cleaned. Some of the flippers didn't work. I don't understand why you spend all this money and then don't get them maintenance twice a year. I mean, look at that play field. You just have to clean it. And I believe these are the same pinballs if you go through and walk through my videos over the last 3. So you can see the evolution of how good they were 3 years ago. And then this 4th year, they're just beat up. I mean, take pride in your work. So, in prior years, I would recommend coming down here with your buddies, getting a couple drinks and shooting some pinball. But now it's just not the same place. The arcades are gone. The pinballs are beat up. This is really for families with kids at this stage of the game. So I don't really recommend coming here if you're a serious pinball player like I used to in the past. Just go back and look at my other videos and how the room was dedicated with all the pinballs. You could just sit in one room and nobody would bother you. But now they've kind of like moved them out. It just doesn't make sense what they did. Here's a Cactus Canyon. Pretty cool. And South Park. Who does not like to shoot on some South Park? This one is actually, I've been looking at a lot of South Parks lately. This one's in okay condition, but everything just needs to be cleaned up a little bit, It's just, I don't know. So this is just my walkthrough. Dialed in, which is, you don't really see much on locations. That one's pretty cool. But just a quick walkthrough. Hope you enjoyed everything that I got to show today. I like to show it once a year. Bring a little Atlantic City to wherever you're sitting at in your living room so you can see what goes on the East Coast as far as pinballs. This one was pretty cool. I think they did get this one new. And I tried to play it, and it was a little busted. Flippers weren't working. So just clean them up, guys. It's not that hard. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit of Lucky Snake, bringing it to wherever you're at. Drop a comment if you've seen something you like in there, or have you been the Lucky Snake and have you noticed the decline over the last couple years on how they're gravitating from the pinballs in the arcades to just Kid Scam, Coin Pushers, and Raw Thrill 30-second games. I appreciate you stopping by. I'll talk to everybody soon. See ya.